Hi everyone, welcome to Techie Book. Today we are going to discuss about pass by value and pass by reference in Java. So first we'll go with pass by value, then we'll go with following topics, pass by reference, object case how it works, and final result. Definitely final result will be Java is always pass by value. We will prove that at the end. Okay, now first we will see what is pass by value. Suppose in example, we have a class like Java, and in that we have a main method. In that main method, I declared as a and a equal to 10 I have assigned. Okay, then here I call the method change and I pass that value a. And here I have a change method. I will be having x. Then I change the value of the x equal to 20 here. Then I am printing the output. Here also I am planning to print output to check the result whether value is really changed or not. So here int. In memory point of view, how it works. Suppose I have a stack. We all know Java all methods will be stored in stacks. All method calls. Suppose stack frame is created like this. In this, the main method will be called. Here, what is the value of the a? A equal to 10. Fine. So what is the output? That equal to 10. Okay. Now I call the change method from main method. So one more stack frame is created with a change and x. What is the x value here? X equal to 20. So what will the output here? Then once I print the output, I have to come out of the method. So once I come out of the method, this will be removed from the stack. Now, what is the value of a? Is 10. Still, the value of the 10 is unchanged. Here we can clearly see that the copy of the value will be passed, not a reference. Suppose what is passed by reference? Consider we will be having a which is pointing to this one. The value of the a will be 10. Suppose I pass the reference. If I pass the reference, a is referring to 10. Then if I say int x, x is also pointing to 10. So it is passing by reference. Whatever the a referring to the 10, x also should be referring to the same value. So x is changing the value from 10 to 20. Then a value also changed. X value also changed. Here we can clearly say that we are passing by value, not by reference. That is the reason in stack frame it is created a copy of that value, not original value. Original value will not be passed. But here in this pass by reference, the original value will be passed. Whatever the original value 10 is there, the same thing is passed to x. X is changing that value, that a value also be changed. Now we can see the example of pass by value in Java. I have int a equal to 10 and I am printing the value of the a. Then I am calling change method. After change, I am also printing again the same value of a. Inside change, I'll be printing what is the value I'll be passing here. Then I'll be changing a value to 20. After changing, I'm also printing again the same value of a. Let's see how that output will be. We can clearly see that the main method, first I have assigned a with 10, the 10 will be printed. When it comes to inside, the value, the copy of the value will be passed and the value of a will be 10, and I change the a value. So inside the change method, we can see clearly new value of the a, which is 20. When I come out of the change method, this will be removed from the stack and a will be remain as it is. How we can see here, the 20 will be removed, a will be remain the same. So now we can see the main concept of object. Object case, how it works. Here is the people, most of the people will confuse. So whether Java is a pass by value or pass by reference, most of the people will confuse here. We can clearly see that how it works in terms of object. Suppose I have a class Java and I have a main method. Inside, suppose let's take one object. Consider I have an object employee and it has a salary. And we have setter and getter method. Inside byte method, we will set the employee salary. Suppose we can consider we can set a 10. Let's set 10. Here I'll be calling change method. I'll be passing employee object. So inside change e dot set salary 20. Okay. Now we can see how this works. Now we can say what is the value of employee salary here? That is 10. Okay. After calling the change method, what is the value of the employee salary, which is 10, or I'll be setting here 20 or 20. Definitely this will be a 20. We can clearly see Java is always passed by value, then how object will be changed. It should be unchanged as per the rule. We can see here. I have a stack here and objects will be stored in heap memory, not in stack. But it is stored in stack, the reference of that object will be stored in stack. Okay, I call the main method. E will be stored here. So how it will be created? Value of the object. Suppose if you just create an employee object and you print that employee object, we can see some random code. Suppose it will be like, for example, x x 0 x. Whenever we print the value of that object, it will always print that address of that object. So which is pointing to 10. Now I came to change method. Here the value of the e will be same. It will not be changed again, and this is also pointing to the same object. Here this is the one which is pointing to employee object. Here, employee E equal to the value of the address value will be xx0x. So, how we can say Java is passed by value in terms of object? We will be passing this value, not this value. Whenever we pass this value, suppose this value we are passing to change method, this is also having the same value which is pointing to the salary. This is changing salary from 10 to 20, and the main method which is holding value of the E will be definitely changed to 20. Suppose I have created a new employee here. E equal to new employee. How this will be changed? This address will be changed. That new object will be created. And we are setting salary equal to 20. So whenever we are in the change method, the value of the employee salary will be 20. So once we come out of the change method, it will be removed from the stack, and this reference will be removed. Later this object will be removed by garbage collector. Now the main method value, employee value, which is holding the E, will be the same. It will be unchanged. So now we can see the practical example here. I have an employee object which is having salary, and I have getter and setter methods. Now I'll be setting employee salary with 300. I'll be printing that employee salary before going to the change method. Once I go into the change method, I'll be printing what is the value of the employee. After that, I'll be setting employee value will be the 150. Then again, I'll be printing what is the value of the employee salary. Once come out of that method, I'll be printing again the salary. Now we'll see how the output will be. See here, before that method call, I set the employee salary with 300. Okay. Now this is the value before it is unchanged. After that, I set the value of 150. After we are setting with 150, the value of the employee salary will be 150. When we come out of that method, you can clearly see the value is changed. Let's print what is the value of the employee object here, and also inside method of change, what is the value of the employee. See here, this object having the same reference, so this is the value we are passing here, sorry, here, and the same value will come here. So this is the one, and this is the one, both the things, two stack frame is created like this. This is the one, this is the one, this is from main method, this is from change method, will be created, and it will be pointing to that same value, which is salary equal to 10. Suppose in our case that is 300. After that we have changed it from 300 to 150. So this value also will be changed like this after the change method call. This one. Now let's comment out of this one. Let's keep this. We want to see value of the object. Let's uncomment this. What is this? This change one method. If we see come here, I'll be creating a new employee. How we are discussed here. The new employee will be created. Now this will be pointing to the new object. Now we'll see what is the value of the employee and how salary will be added. So before calling the change method, Anyways, that value of the employee salary will be 300. It enters inside of the change method. The value will be 0 because I passed the value here. I created an empty object. Here, nothing will be there. Then I set the value with 150. Now, value will become 150. After this, after setting the value with 150, we can clearly see the output is 150. When we come out of that method, like this, when we'll come out of that method, the main, which is referring to this one, not this one, the value will be 300, which is unchanged. And references, if you clearly see, I'm not printing employee here. This reference will be different and this value will be different. This is the value which I am passing when I am creating a new. The new will be created, the copy of the object will be created, and it is referring to new object, this one here. And suppose, what if I pass null? I am setting null here. So inside, the value will be changed to null. When we come out of that method, this will be 300. So in this case, this is this will be refers to null. And once we come out of that, the value will be this one is remain unchanged. In terms of pass by value, I have a book written by me. So whenever user comes, so I will not give the original book to him. I will always create a clone of this book. That means copy of that book. I will give that book to him, not the original book. Suppose if he damage this copy, he got that copy. If you damage this one, the original book will not be damaged. It will be remain as the same. The copy of the book will be damaged. This is called pass by value. In terms of pass by reference, I have a book written by me. Whenever user comes, I will hand over the same book to him. So when user damage this one, the original book will be damaged. That is the reason Java is always pass by value. It is always give you the copy of that value, not original value. So it's always pass by value, not pass by reference. So the final conclusion will be Java is always pass by value.